Hi, welcome along to BBQ Life UK. My name's Tom, just the dad helping you along with your outdoor cooking adventure. Today we're going to be talking one of the most important things for if you've got a new piece of equipment or you're a brand new barbecuer. Stick around to see what it is. So today you've probably seen from the title that we are talking about making notes on your barbecue cooks and anything on your barbecue related. So jot down notes on every single element of what is going on. So this is my notebook, got a nice piece of vinyl on the front of it. So I use this for keeping track of my cooks. So I've pretty much got a lot of it in my head now after all these years. But if I'm cooking something new that I've never cooked before, then I'll make sure that I write everything down in here so that if I'm not happy with the end result, I know exactly what I did the first time. I can go back and change things. So, why make notes? The reason I think everybody should make notes is because every cook is slightly different. So, if you've got a brand new piece of equipment, you've got to learn how to use it. The only way you're going to learn is if you remember what you did last time and the time before and the time before that. And we've only really got the capacity to keep hold of our last cook. We're not going to remember everything from the cook before. And by everything, I mean how much charcoal did we put in there? What charcoal did we put in there? What was the weather like? How windy was it? Things like that. So these are the things that we need to be breaking down and keeping notes on so that you can nail in them cooks and get them absolutely perfect for when you're entertaining later on this year. So as I say, the first thing you need to look at is weather, because if it's hot and sunny, your charcoal doesn't need so much air as it does when it's damp, and your charcoal is going to take longer to come up to temperature when it's damp. Windy can run absolute havoc when you're trying to barbecue. If you've got wind blowing into your bottom vents on any barbecue, then that is just going to feed that fuel with more oxygen and your temperatures are going to go through the roof. So keep track of the weather is the first thing that I would say you need to be writing down. Next, you need to write down your charcoal, because I've used a few different brands of charcoal over the years. I've now settled in with who I like. In fact, actually, I've just changed. So I had settled in with who I liked, and now I'm trying something different. So write down your charcoal supplier, because different charcoals burn at different temperatures, as we've discussed before. They take different amounts of time to come up to temperature, and you are going to use different amounts for different things. So make a note of that charcoal supplier and how much you put into your barbecue. So whether that's a kettle, Kamado, whether this is a pellet grill, keep track of what brand your pellets were and what flavour they were and things like that. So fuel, you definitely want to be keeping track of. Interaction is massively important when you're running a YouTube channel. So if you could just take the time to like this video, leave me a comment or subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. Then you want to be writing down your recipe itself. So what it was that you were cooking and what you did to it. So write down from, did you take it out of the fridge an hour before you cooked it? Or did you take it straight out of the fridge and put it straight on the grill? Did you marinate it? Did you rub it? Did you inject it? What did you rub it in? What did you marinate it in? So everything is written down so that you can go back and think, well, I've cooked pulled pork before, but I wasn't massively impressed with the bark on there. So you can then look at another cook that you might have done where you might have cooked, I don't know, short ribs, and you really liked the bark on them. So look at the differences between the cook. Although they're two completely different pieces of meat, you might have got them short ribs completely nailed, and the reason for that is because you didn't wrap them, and that's how you got the decent bark. So your next pulled pork, you're just going to let it ride and you're not going to wrap it. So there's so much, the more detail you can get in there, when you go back to think, what did I cook and how can I make it better? It's all in there. And then, as I say, you can flick through other cooks that you've done to take inspiration from those. So when it comes to making your notes, as I say, I make mine in my book, and then I'll also make a note in here to say whether I posted it on Facebook, Instagram or whatever, and I'll make a little jot of the date so that I know that I can just flick through and go back and look at the pictures of it. Another really wicked way to do it is there's plenty of apps out there that you can put notes on your phone and you can attach pictures to it, so that you've got your notes there and you've got your pictures directly with it, so that you can say, okay, that's what it looked like, and then you've left in your notes how you felt about it, and you know where to go from there. So I don't keep things on my phone, but I know people that do. I don't keep it on my phone for the simple fact that I've got so much video footage stuck on there from doing all of these for you guys that there ain't no space to be having extra apps with extra pictures. So I put all mine in a book, but an app works just as fine. So hopefully you found this video useful. If you like what I'm doing, then make sure you like and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.